This is editing Sierra, and I messed up. So I forgot to refocus my camera for like basically all of the clips where I'm talking about the one. So I think I'm just gonna cut those because even the frames of just me reading are super blurry. So this didn't really go completely the way I wanted to, but I think instead I'm just gonna do like I read my final summer book. You'll see I read The Wedding People, and then I kind of transitioned into fall. So I think this is gonna be mainly that, and honestly for the most part it's gonna be Iron Flame because I don't want the video to be 3 hours long, but I will hopefully get around to my other fall books. However, I've been slacking. It's September 15th and I've read 2 of them on my like 6 or 7 book TBR. So we'll see, but this is, I guess, more so, I don't even want to say it's specifically an Iron Flame reading vlog because I don't talk about it that much because I don't want it to be spoilery, but the clips are of me reading it. So I guess we're going to do like transitioning out of summer into my first fall book of the year, kind of fall vibes plus mild commentary on Iron Flame. So I'm sorry if it gets jumpy. I'm just going to cut some of the clips and then maybe include like just little clips because the quality is not there. So let's go. This is the ocean, I think. Okay, I'm on page 101. Oh, I said no such thing! I didn't get anything done. I'm still on page 109. I was gonna put the sheets on the bed, but then my dog was up there and he looked so cute, so then I laid down and then I went to sleep. And at that point, if I fail after that, I'm gonna have to just sell the camera. Long time no see. I finished, what was I reading? The One. I finished The One and I rated it 3.5. Anywho, right now I'm on the Afghanistan papers and I am about 47% into The Wedding People. So that is the plan for the next day or two, is to get The Wedding People done. I have some appointments tomorrow where I think I'll be waiting a lot. So I think I'll have time, and then I think we'll also go to the bookstore tomorrow because I'm going to the town that has my favorite bookstore. So I'm really excited. Hopefully I have some time in between. And yeah, so I think we're just gonna read. I'm making a pizza right now. I've been cleaning my room and we're gonna get into The Wedding People. So far, I love it. At first I thought, because it's in third person also. And I knew I liked Phoebe, but I wasn't sure. I started off witty with Lila and Phoebe, and then it ended up getting deep, and there's also some kind of subplot going on with Phoebe and someone else. So, but I'm nervous about it. But I'm excited, and I think it's gonna get really good. I did not think I would be this addicted to it, but I sat and read like 100 pages today, I think. So we're gonna stay on that. Okay, I'm on page 204, and we're getting so much of juice, and I really like juice. If you haven't read this book, there's a child in it. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I think Juice is really cool, at least so far. She kind of gives me Waylay vibes from Things We Never Got Over, and I'm just really enjoying her. The dynamic between her and Phoebe, I just really love. And so I'm gonna keep reading. It's way later. 2 weeks later? It's the 12th. And I finished The Wedding People and I rated it 4.5 stars. I absolutely loved it. I love Phoebe. And I don't know if I talked about this or not. So now we're having a fall night and I'm going to sit and read Iron Flame, which I have yet to start. So we're gonna get the fall vibes going. Stop bringing logic into my voiceover. It is almost 2 in the morning and I'm actually gonna go to bed. I'm 200 some pages into Iron Flame and I'm eating it up. I mean, I'm kicking my feet. My camera battery died, so I didn't get to record that part, but I am gonna record more tomorrow. But so far, I'm so frustrated. Like, if you guys don't do something about this already, I'm gonna gain my own power and I'm gonna incinerate all of you guys and steal your dragons. That's all. Good night. Good afternoon. It is now 3:26 the next day. I'm on page 370 of Iron Flame, and oh, I wish this was spoilery. I'm now taking a break because I have my friend's birthday party tonight, so I have to get ready, and I also need to do my mobility because my back feels like it's actually going to just like, I feel like Violet right now, but weaker. Oh my gosh. Okay, I've always loved Xaden. But I'll just say these names, and if you read the book, you know. Liam. Dane. Violet's mom, even. Eating it up. Like, I love it so much, and I love the progression. It kind of switches between fast-paced, intense scenes, and then you get a little bit more of the, like, feelier side, which obviously I love because I'm a simp. I've been looking on Pinterest for ideas. Obviously, I don't want to take someone else's idea for a tattoo, but I really want a little dragon tattoo, like, on the inside of my arm. Are they wyverns? Wyvern? I don't know how you say that, but I want to make sure it's a dragon. But people are saying, like, oh, don't get it because, like, people got a Tamlin tattoo, for example, in ACOTAR, but I don't think the dragon, watch me eat my words, next year when Onyx Storm comes out. I don't see how a dragon from like any dragon book I've ever read would really be able to be ruined. We need music. Am I even in the frame? I'm watching Heather McClary's 24-hour reading challenge, but we are going to put a little bit of music on because I have $1 Million Baby stuck in my head. I'm ready to be cozy. And also I'm sick. I know you're copyrighted. Okay, hello. I finished Iron Flame last night. Rebecca Yaros, when I see you. Okay, so I absolutely loved it. And I was so scared of not liking it because everyone was like, oh, they just bicker the whole time. I think that was one of the main issues that people had with the book. But I feel like it was completely warranted, especially once you get to the end and even more comes out. Yeah, I would be bickering too. Would you not be bickering with your significant other if those things happened? Like, just read it. If you're pissed about that or you're scared about that, just read it anyway. It still gives you almost enough of what you need, and it's so good. I do feel like in the kind of last chunk, more important detail could have been given to me, because when I read the end in the very last chapter, I was confused with why what happened. And so that, I literally texted a couple of my friends that had read it and they were waiting on me to read it, and I was like, okay, why did this happen? And maybe we're not supposed to know. I don't know if we're supposed to understand why it ended the way it ended, or if we're supposed to be stuck guessing until January. But I still loved it. I don't know what my rating is yet, because the second I jumped back into that world, it was kind of like Fourth Wing all over again. Like, I was, like I said, like you'll see previously in this, I keep saying I'm giggling and kicking my feet. I don't know why I was at a loss for any other coherent thought, but this is true. I was giggling and kicking my feet, and I cried a couple times. I think you might see one or two of those, depending on if I want to embarrass myself and put them in or not. But yeah, I don't know. My brain immediately after, and this sometimes happens with books, is like, oh, 5 stars. But I'm so not happy with the end. But am I unhappy with the end just because I wanted it to be a certain way and it wasn't? Or is there like something within the writing that actually warrants a lower rating? So I'm still kind of trying to sort through that. But I loved the book. I want to say 4.5 because I think I rated the first one 5 stars, and I definitely enjoyed the first one more, I think. You know, honestly, it's been so long. It's been like a year since I read the first one, so maybe not. I want to say 4.5, but then there's like also part of my brain that's like, oh, 5. So I'm gonna sit on that and kind of think about it. But I really did enjoy reading it. I read it over about 3 days, I believe. And it kind of... Here's my thing. When I read that, I literally had to stop and go on a run because I could not stop thinking about it, and then the entire time I was on my run, I was also thinking about it. And now I worry that it might put me into a slump, because I'm pretty sure Fourth Wing did, because I wanted to be in that world. Like, when I just finished this book, I wanted to just, like, flip back to the first page and read it again. That's how much I loved it. So I was so worried. I was so worried that I would hate it. So many people were telling me, oh, I didn't like it. I wish I wouldn't have read it. But I am going to gaslight myself into acting like it didn't end that way until January when I can get some, I don't know, I don't even want to say closure because who knows what she's going to do. It might get worse. But I really, really, really loved it. I love Violet. Also, I don't remember, if you guys remember or not, did Fourth Wing have this much comedy? Because I feel like every other word was fuck from both characters, which I guess they're a bunch of 20-somethings fighting a war, so it makes sense, or learning to fight a war. But it was hilarious. Like, Violet's attitude, I can't even blame her because I would be just as petty. Like, the situation that she's going through in, like, one aspect with Xaden, I would react the exact same way. Probably worse, honestly. I think I would be worse. I think she handled it better than I would. I don't know what that says about me. But I loved it. I love Xaden as always. And the friend group and just the like sense of found family I really liked. And I also liked learning more about Violet's past. And actually we got more of Xaden's past as well that he communicates to Violet and we kind of get to explore. Also, I don't know if you know this, but the last chapter is in Xaden's point of view. Do with that information what you will. But I just really love this book, and I'm probably gonna yap more, but I think this is all for now because I kind of want to post this video. So I will have more thoughts in like a wrap-up or something if I decide to do that. No promises because sometimes I lie to myself. But yeah, that's all.